Inside handoff goes to Madison. And he got it real close, but stopped just about a yard or so shy of that first down. 3rd and a lone yard coming up.
A gain of 9 brings up 3rd and 1.
He'll look to throw. He beams one deep right up. That's complete inside the 35-yard line. He makes it in for the touchdown.
It's week 16 of the 2025 season. And at center stage, it's the Raiders' Offensive Player of the Year. He was a tour de force a week ago. 6 passing touchdowns. It's the Raiders on the...
Here come the Raiders now for their opening drive. And they'll be led out by someone that we'll get a look at here, this second-year passer.
And there's certainly still people talking about the game. The buzz is real. He posted unbelievable numbers last week. Even his passing numbers continue to rise league-wide. Well, he reached heights rarely flown to in league history. It took volume, sure, to get him there, but also an eagle eye to see everything out there perfectly. He and the rest of us, we can only hope that he comes close to seeing that kind of production today.
Ball and defender arrived at the exact same time there. And we'll see what they do here on 2nd down. Inside handoff goes to Madison. And he got it real close, but stopped just about a yard or so shy of that first down. 3rd and a lone yard coming up.
A gain of 9 brings up 3rd and 1.
He'll look to throw. He beams one deep right up. That's complete inside the 35-yard line. He makes it in for the touchdown. The Raiders don't need long to take a 6-0 lead. Devontae Adams, the touchdown. He finds one of his great receivers, Brock, and they are off to a great start to begin this ball game.
Yeah, it's such a positive offensively when you could go find not just a field goal, but a touchdown on that opening drive. And defensively, this starts to shake the foundation of your preparation and makes you wonder what's in store.
The Raiders and their quarterback ready to take over once again. And so far, they've executed exactly how they drew it up, Brock. Early lead, no points allowed, and a chance now to seize control of the game on their second possession.
And, Kate, generally, offenses love to script their first 10 to 15 plays. Well, this entire game script is playing out just the way they want to.
Up the middle they go with Madison. Still going past the 15. And they catch up to him, but not until he's got a huge gain and a first down. Pass play now. That's taken in nicely by Brock Bowers. And he crosses the sideline a yard or two beyond, it looks like the 30. Nice spot here for the offense. It's 2nd and 1. They go with Madison here. Still finding room past the 45. And he's finally brought down up at the 48. Still on the move, coming to the line for 1st and 10. Throwing from the gun here. This will be caught by Akers. And this one's worked down to the 33 before being stopped. They have themselves another 1st and 10.
That's good for another Las Vegas.
Here's Madison. He finds space into the red zone. And he's across for the touchdown. And that flag is not going to stop this celebration. They know that's an offsides call.
Offside. Defense.
Got to the end zone with a free play, so they will, of course, decline offsides and take the points.
That penalty is declined.
And he's got a free play here. Oh, he put everything he had into that throw. It's incomplete, but good awareness. They saw him jump, shot it deep. Now we're going to get this call.
Defense.
Easy call for the officials there. He was offsides at the snap, and that's going to cost him.
Still first down.
Now, a great way for the offense to start the drive, Brock. A free 5 yards, and now a much shorter first down. They'll run. This is Madison. And he's going to get this up to the 45 before he's brought down. They'll move the chains after that pickup of 12. Ball on the 45, first and 10. Shotgun snap, looking to throw. He put everything he had into this one. Touchdown! I love plays like this, Brock. Sometimes you just got to ask your dude, show me what you got, man. Show off those wheels, and he did just that.
Yeah, beauty in simplicity, right?
Yep.
Now, when you run that fly route, you got to win right from the jump. And you got to protect yourself from the sideline, too. Don't get pushed to the boundary. Give your quarterback room to throw it up, and you can find pay dirt.
The Raiders ready for their next series, led out on offense by their quarterback. And eventually, Brock, one of their drives is going to fail to reach that end zone. But through 3 possessions so far, they have been perfect.
Yeah, and in order for that to happen, somebody somewhere on this defense has got to rise to the occasion.
They give now to Madison. He passes the 35. And all the way up to the 42-yard line before he stopped. Big shot to begin the drive, has him up beyond the 40. Back to pass on first and 10. Got his target, it's Tony. And he's brought down right in the neighborhood of that 40-yard line. It goes as a gain of 19 yards. And that's good for a Raiders first. To the ground with Madison. And they'll bring him down after a pretty short gain. 3 yards on the first down play, and that brings up 2nd and 7. From the 36. He's going to push one deep. They connect on the deep shot. And in for the touchdown. It is a word broadcasters hesitate to use for a lot of reasons, but 4 touchdowns in 4 drives, Brock. I think we can throw it out here. Perfection thus far.
Yeah, this game will humble you at this level. I mean, this is the best of the best playing it, and you don't normally see this kind of execution and this kind of efficiency, so I understand that word perfection. I will remind everybody, though, it's not how you start, it's how you finish.
The Raiders headed back out on offense. Their quarterback returning to the field now. There has been nothing that can stop them, so we got to assume this drive, Brock, likely going to end in a touchdown as well. Here's the give to Madison. Still finding room past the 45. 20, 15, and that is a touchdown! The Raiders ballooning the first half lead even further. Wow, great stuff there, Brock. He busted that one open, got downhill, and got in for 6. Huge run there.
Yeah, and this is how you break a game open. He found that lane, and he was gone. What a tremendous effort in the blocking scheme there to just spring him enough so he could take it to the house.
The home teams are being led back out there on offense by their quarterback. And they'd love a repeat of their last drive, wouldn't they? Their first play was their only play as they ran it in for 6. They'll throw on first. Complete. It's Akers. And he made a bid for midfield there, but stopped at his own side at the 49. The early returns on the stat sheet have been good so far, partner. He's off to the exact kind of start they were hoping he'd have.
Yeah, you can just feel the rhythm, the timing, the tempo, and that ball is zipping all over the field.
Still going past the 40. Into the red zone. And he's into the end zone. Touchdown, Las Vegas. The Raiders making this a laugher before halftime. He's into the end zone and already at 3 rushing scores before halftime, Brock. So they either got to find a way to keep him out, or he's going to run his way into the record books if they're not careful. The offense being led back out by its quarterback as they get geared up for their next possession. They have been automatic scoring in this quarter, and yet another opportunity to do so here. To the air now on 1st and 10. He lofts it deep left. That's caught at the 25. And he will take this in. Touchdown! The Raiders continue dominating in our opening half. That is as efficient as an offense can be. One play, 70 yards, and 6 points, Brock. They can save the rest of the plays they have prepared for their next series.
Rest of the plays? Why even call a different one? I mean, that one hit the sweet spot on the barrel and got out of the yard in a hurry. Perfect call to catch him sleeping to start that drive.
And their quarterback making their way back out there, ready to take over once again. And it's been such an incredible season for him. As we play our final month of football, he's leading the NFL in passing yards. All right, keeping it simple. They're just going to call a give. Oh, he loses the football. But I believe a Raider covered that one, so they'll luckily hang on to possession. And now the Raiders call for the first of their timeouts. They'll have 2 left to work with before halftime. Now we have a stoppage. No challenges inside of 2 minutes and a half, but
Previous
the
play
replay
is
official
under
wants to
review.
take another look at this on their own. All right, so we all know what we're looking for here, Brock. Where did an elbow, maybe a knee, something touch down? And as it does, is the ball loose at that point?
Yeah, throw in forearm, wrist, shin. There's no question the offensive guy's screaming something hit the ground while the defense is hoping it didn't.
Take that fumble away. The officials overturn the call and say he was down. 2nd and 6 now. On target to his man, Tony. And that's good yardage there with a new set of downs to boot. And he has stayed productive throughout this game. He's up to the 300-yard mark after that last completion. Really has been a solid showing for him finding his targets. We're at halftime here in Vegas. The Raiders defending their building thus far. As we'll kick you over now to Orlando for the EA Sports Halftime Report with Jonathan Coachman. Coach, take it away.
All right, Kate, thanks very much. More from you and Brock in a moment. But first, time for a look around the NFL to see what's going on here and what's already been an eventful afternoon of football. We'll begin by heading out to Southern California, Kansas City and the LA Chargers in an AFC West matchup. And it's the Chargers who are out in front. Justin Herbert with 2 touchdown passes. From there, we slide over to the desert to check on the Cardinals at home in Glendale. And you can see, currently they trail in that ball game. Traylon Burks, a touchdown reception. Lastly, we head to Southern California to check on the Rams at home at SoFi Stadium. As you can see the score there in the second quarter. Matthew Stafford, 3 touchdown passes. The highlights from the first half, all one-sided. This one got out of hand early, and now you have to wonder how these teams will approach this second half, because this one's already close to being in the bag if it's not already.
Throwing now on first down. Defender arrives right as the ball does, and the hit knocks it free. Incomplete. No dice on that prior pass. Here's second down. From the gun, here's Akers. And that one's forward for 1, maybe 2 yards. John Franklin Myers coming in to clean things up. A less than ideal 3rd and 8 here. Shotgun snap, they're going to throw. Complete beyond the marker. And they finally bring him down, but that is a big gain and a new set of downs. They pick up 20 yards there. And that's a Vegas first down.
I think my favorite part was the magic he worked after the catch. The way he took the completion and made so much more out of it by adding all the extra yardage.
First and 10, ball set up at the 48. Shotgun handoff to Akers. And he'll cross the 50 and start pushing onto the opposing side of the field. First down play, nets him 5. It's going to be 2nd and 5. From the 47. He's got the hook up to Akers. Escapes a defender. And they catch up to him, but not until he's got a huge gain and a first down. Well, we see the medical staff headed out there now. We're going to get a timeout as they handle an injured player. Not what you want to see so close to the end of the season. He brings the offense up now for a 1st and 10. Here's Akers up the middle. And the defense gets there to force a small loss. All right, here we go. 2nd down. Back to throw now. He has the touchdown. Ooh, baby, Brock. This one has gotten well out of hand.
You think so? I think this is utter domination. Going to be a lot of questions to be answered. I'm going to guess this is a press conference the coach isn't looking forward to.
The give inside to Akers. And he found some running room for a nice gain. Pickup of 8 on the run, and that sets up 2nd and 2.
Brings up 2nd and 2 at the 12-yard line.
Throwing now from the gun. This one is taken in by Tony. Jukes one defender. And they finally bring him down, but that is a big gain and a new set of downs. And that completion gets him up to 400 yards in the football game. No, it's a tough mark to reach, but one that every quarterback takes pride in being able to reach, or at least challenge every so often. 1st and 10 from a yard shy of midfield. Now a handoff for Akers. And he won't get anything there. Several defenders nearby to hold him up. No progress on 1st down, and that'll bring up 2nd and 10.
At the 50-yard line.
From midfield now. Toward the sideline, and he's got it. And he's stopped at the 31-yard line. An excellent gain, 20 yards there, and that's going to move the sticks.
That's just great instincts. Go air it out on 2nd down rather than just play conservative and run it. They hit a weak point in the coverage and don't need to worry about 3rd down at all.
Room to run inside the 20. And he's finally taken down at the 7-yard line. They rip off a big chunk of field, and it sets him up with 1st and goal.
I'll tell you what, Kay, one of the things I'm most proud of coming out of broadcast are my O-line buddies that will hit me up during the game and say thank you. Thank you for finally showing some love and giving some light to what those big boys are doing up front. I got to play with some of the best to do it. I got to see it up close and personal. Because of it, I'll never forget it. And they just showed up on that run. Every once in a while, it's fine to be conservative on 1st down, especially when you get enough to stay on schedule and get a little something coming out of it, too.
At the 3-yard line.
Akers. And he pushes forward, but they don't get much there. Give him 2 yards on the run, and that leaves them just inches short for 3rd down.
Brings up 3rd and goal.
He's going to throw this one. And he's into the end zone. Touchdown. The Raiders keeping the pedal floored and adding 6 more. So the offense showing a slightly different dimension there, Brock, getting the running back involved with his hands for the touchdown.
Yeah, such an advantage. I think when you think about it, Kate, it really is about the 80s where we start to see these running backs not just tote the ball as runners, but be real weapons when they get the ball in the passing game. Yeah. That's well done.
A give to Akers. Still motoring past the 30. It's a gain of 19 on the play. And that's good for Raiders first.
This dude was just not going to be stopped. Not by the first defender. Heck, not even by the second one who was able to bring him down. No, it took a few shots before this crew could finally get this beast down.
Fits it through the middle. And he's in. Touchdown! The Raiders trying to end this before the final quarter. So sensational work by the skill man there, Brock. Anytime you can make your quarterback look that good, you know he appreciates it.
That's a quarterback's best friend, no question. But on the other side, gosh, defensively, you got to get that skill player down. Period, end of story. You can't give up that much yards after catch.
They run. Here's Akers. And he'll push this upfield and earn them a new set of downs. And now we'll get a pause here. Trainer's headed out to take a look at an injured player. Let's hope it isn't anything that's going to keep him from finishing this season strong. This, our last play of the quarter. To throw here on 1st down. Completed over the middle. And he's going to go down right along the midfield stripe. We're through 3 on this holiday weekend. It's Raiders ball, and this one looks like it may already be out of reach. Nice spot here for the offense. It's 2nd and 1. Here's Akers. And he's caught behind the line for a loss. And following the play, we've got a break in the action as the trainers head out. They had a man hurt on the play, and hopefully this doesn't affect his availability for the playoffs. Catch is made down the right sideline. And he's marked down, looks like at the 32-yard line. This is the type of performance a former quarterback just like yourself, Brock, can marvel at. He's carried a great performance through much of this game. Even as the defense adjusted, tried to slow him down, none of it mattered.
I like the way you say that right there, Kate, because these moments the game does slow down. It is so fast on the field for the normal person, but when a QB's in a rhythm like this, the game is slow and he is dicing them.
And he's brought down after taking this to the 26. Give him around 6. That's going to make it 2nd and 4.
A 6-yard pickup brings up 2nd and 4.
Dropping back to throw. Got a man. Bowers has it. And they get this down to the 7-yard line. They get 19, and now they're going to have 1st and goal.
I'm sure Coach and play caller doesn't mind making the job a little bit easier. You know, play calling's a lot simpler and easier when you count on the offense to move the chains on those early downs.
And he found some running room for a nice gain. Give him 7 on the play, and now they have 2nd and goal.
A gain of 7 brings up 2nd and goal.
Now they'll throw out of the gun. And he will take this in. Touchdown! The Raiders are running them out of the building. Well, as they drive forward to what right now looks like it should be a win, Brock. He sure has taken advantage of a nice little chance to boost his stat line. His 2nd touchdown of the game.
Yeah, you just kind of feel these two building some trust, right? Just more and more equity. Certainly paying dividends in this one, but more than likely for more games to come.
Now Akers. And he's able to manage a couple on that run. Well, after that play, training staff is headed out. That's one of their top guys who's shaken up. And they're going to need him back for the upcoming postseason. 8 yards to go. Let's see how they approach this 2nd down. They'll try and throw it here. That one is incomplete. Couldn't hang on through the contact. Just couldn't hang on through the contact. And that's going to leave him with a tough 3rd and long. Here's a handoff to Akers. And they're able to drag him down as he reaches the 15-yard line. Throwing from the gun. He lobs it up, looking deep to the right side. And that's going to be knocked away, incomplete.
Any DB prefers a highlight reel interception to just forcing an incomplete pass. As soon as he realized a pick wasn't possible on the play, well, he gets his hands on it and made sure it wasn't completed.
He's looking deep once again. That's complete inside the 35-yard line. And he's into the end zone. Touchdown. The Raiders continue adding to an insurmountable lead. As he naps another touchdown, Brock. I gotta ask you, the former QB, is this the point where all the other guys who haven't scored or only have one touchdown today are coming over you saying, bro, why aren't you looking for me? Throw me the football.
They may be saying it, but it's a little more of a look, Kate. Like, really? I mean, can I eat too? Do I get an opportunity to sit at the table? But when you got the rapport these two have right now and the confidence and the timing, boy, you look him up every chance you get.
Out of the gun, they'll look to throw. He's on the move. He's going to keep it this time. And a solid gain gets them across the 45 before he goes out. Wow, they get a big old 32 yards out of that play, as well as a new set of downs. So the big play gets him inside the opposing 45, Brock, with a new set of downs to boot. Pass play on 1st and 10. Escapes the pocket. Juke the defender. And they catch up to him, but not until he's got a huge gain and a first down. That chunk worth a nice 21 yards. And that's a Vegas first down.
Obviously, a defense wants to take away all the reads and prevent any kind of big throw for the first down. Fine. Well, this QB, he'll just lower his head and gash the defense with one of the biggest runs of the game.
To the line we go. They're set 1st and 10. Here's a throw. Forced out to his right. Oh, he's going for it again. And the ground game works for the touchdown. The Raiders throwing 6 more on the blowout. Great play by the QB there, Brock. The play broke down. He didn't have much of a choice other than to escape and improvise. And in the end, turned out to be the best call he could have made.
It is such a necessary tool in today's NFL for that QB to put right in his tool belt, Kate. You know, in my day, you could be a blacksmith, right? You just do the job and stay in the pocket. Not anymore. You got to be an artist. And you got to be an artist that can create when things break down. And that's big time to get a touchdown out of it as well.
Throwing it to start this drive. Rolling left, buying some time. He's keeping it. Jukes out a one-stop. It's a gain of 29 yards. And that's good for a Raiders first. And how about this? A 100-yard game on the ground, but it's not the running back that's doing it. And he's showing you why you should never sleep on what he can do when he's outside that pocket. To throw it on 1st down. On the move, headed right. Oh, he's calling his own number again. Escapes a defender. And they finally bring him down, but that is a big gain and a new set of downs. Now, after that play, we have somebody banged up down there. Injuries never a welcome sight so close to the end of the season. They're out to attend to him. And they've got themselves another 1st and 10. Setting up a throw. Getting out to his left. Took off with it again. And he has it down to the 8-yard line on the play. They'll have 1st and goal to go now after they gain 18 on the previous play.
As long as these are the results he's getting, they're going to be just fine with him calling his own number. He does such a good job of seeing the field and knowing when it's his time to take it himself.
This offense in position now. It's 1st and goal. From the red zone now. Chased out to his right. And he will score. Touchdown, Las Vegas. The Raiders are running them out of the building. Wow, great work there by the quarterback. The play broke down, didn't really have much of a choice other than to escape and improvise, and in the end, Brock, the best call he could have made.
Yeah, and you can do it in different ways in today's NFL, right? The Tom Brady's just recently retired. He did it with his brain. He did it with his mind, but you've got to be able to improvise, as you said. You got to be able to create when a play breaks down, and when you can put 6 on the board, man, does that infuse your offensive group with confidence.
Oh, look at this. He's setting up to throw. Flush down out to his left. Now here he goes. And they catch up to him, but not until he's got a huge gain and a first down. And now the Raiders call for the first of their timeouts. And they still have 2 available for them as we approach the end of this game. One play in, and this drive is already into enemy territory. Wow, they're going to pass it here. Bails out of the pocket quick. Taking off with it again. They gain 14 on the play. And that's a Vegas first down. Like so many of the league's quarterbacks know how to do, this guy has really taken over much of this game, and it's been his dual-threat ability that served as the catalyst for that.
And let's give him a lot of credit here, Kate, because he's the one who recognized there'd be opportunities aplenty to hit this defense with his legs. He's picked the right moments, picked his spots, and that stat line's benefited.
And they finally bring him down, but that is a big gain and a new set of downs. A timeout taken by Vegas. That's its second. The drive picks up here, 1st and 10. Working inside the red zone. Buys time, rolling right. And stop me if you've heard this before, Brock. They've scored again, and they grow that lead further. The Raiders continue adding to an insurmountable lead. So an exclamation point there. That caps off what, and I think you'd agree, Brock, has been a dominating performance.
Yeah, I would. Really in all phases, too. You know, I thought coming in that this would be a much closer game than how it's turned out to be. And you got to give credit where it's due. This offense has been outstanding throughout.
Black Hole can take that party over to the Vegas Strip as the Raiders win at home. And they take not just a victory, but some serious year-long bragging rights home with them after this one, as they finish out the sweep of their division rivals.